Duck Dynasty, so bad it's kinda good. Duck Dynasty is an open-world hunting game. It basically puts you inside of a Duck Dynasty episode complete with cutscenes and voice acting. Except for you, of course. You play a mute John Luke. You only say anything when a clip of you from the show is on screen. The campaign is composed of the same repeating missions. First, of course, there's duck hunting, where you do a rhythm-based QuickTime event to call ducks in to end their delicious lives. This is very Twitch-based shooting. When they get close, you aim, shoot, and get as many as you can before they all fly away, and you call in more. There's frog catching to do the unlock rewards, along with finding all 19 road signs and all 7 of Sai's buried treasure. You may be surprised or not to hear that Collectable Finding was my favorite part of the game. The map is very memorizable, which is kind of refreshing. It felt very much like I was at a park or at a camp. There's fishing to do, where you find a hot spot in the lake, throw out your hook, wait for a bite, and work to reel your fish in without snapping your line, and a lot of strange Sly Cooper Metal Gear Solid style sneaking. The campaign will last you a good 8 to 10 hours. It's basically like spending an entire workday with the Duck Dynasty crew, and honestly, it feels as such. I was actually immersed into the game and everything going on. If you're not impressed yet, I'm sorry, Jack, but that's all of the good this game has to offer, because then there's racing. The thing that put me over the edge with my hatred for this game. This game actually would have gotten a better score had this garbage of a minigame not been included. There's no 4, 3, or even 2-player split screen for the tournament, which could have made this mode slightly redeemable and fun. Had there been multiplayer races, it wouldn't feel so awfully cheap and unfair. You both would have to suffer with a racing mode that feels like a mud track, but it's not here. There's nothing redeemable here. For starters, there's no mechanics here for it to have any business calling it racing. It's basically find a set path faster than the other 3 characters' set path and don't get in their way. That's it. The 3 characters you quote-unquote race all have a ghosted set path. There's no artificial intelligence in the AI. They don't react or analyze. They just go. I'm not sure what to call them, but they aren't AI. They are immovable objects that are unfairly aggressive. If you get in the way of their set path, they will bump into you and spin you out every time, while you bumping into them seemingly does nothing. While they occasionally bump into each other and will 1 out of 100 times run into something themselves, it hardly ever matters, as they're basically in speedboats compared to you, and they make nearly perfect turns. Unless you get lucky, the bots can and will make no mistakes, making trophy grinding and campaign progression massively frustrating. Races are winnable, but they are no fun, as losing hardly ever feels like your fault. I'm excellent at racers, simulators, and arcade alike. I can appreciate and accept responsibility for my own flaws and miscalculations. Here in Duck Dynasty, you are basically punished for getting in the way of 3 bots trying to race each other. While I enjoyed my time with most of the game, I can't find it in myself to recommend Duck Dynasty to anyone. If you're into self-punishment though, why not? For what it is, a hunting game, 4 out of 10. And as an overall game, 4 out of 10. If you played Duck Dynasty, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and tune in Monday for First Impressions, where you find out what game we're playing next. Thanks for watching.
Do you think Bobo's getting fat? I felt around his ribs the other day and he was looking a little chunky.
Well, what I do with Willie when he starts getting too big is I stop feeding him treats. Just slap him on the nose with a rolled up newspaper if he starts barking for scraps.
Bobo or Willie?
Either one.